an oasis amid one of the largest cities in the Southeast.
We're in the heart of Atlanta right now in what's called the John Lewis Flowering Forest, and it's a living tribute to the late Congressman John Lewis.
Volunteers have been planting trees along the 2-mile stretch, looking to eventually create a flowering forest with thousands of trees where families can play, enjoy nature, and get some shade on Atlanta's hot days. But this project goes beyond beautifying the city. More trees save lives. A recent study finds that increasing the coverage of trees in towns and cities could reduce deaths caused by urban heat waves by 30%. The study, published in The Lancet, was based on modeling statistics from cities across Europe. But here in the US, projects across the country are underway to increase tree cover.
Extreme heat kills more Americans than all other extreme weather events combined. Those excessive temperatures take a toll on communities and on people. Plants trees can reduce daytime temperatures by up to 10 degrees Fahrenheit, creating cooler, safer communities.
Dan Lambe is the chief executive of the Arbor Day Foundation, and he says planting trees now are more important than ever.
Trees for many years have been seen as a nice to have, an ornamental piece of communities and neighborhoods, but today, science and research tells us that trees are no longer just a nice to have, they're a must have. In this changing climate, in the health and wellness issues that we're facing in communities all across the country and around the world,
governments across the country are taking notice of the science. In 2022, California announced they had set aside $150 million for a 2-year program that would pay for school forests and green schoolyards in K-12 public schools. The state of Washington is giving grants to projects that increase tree cover in urban areas. And over in New York, the city's housing authority is giving grants to increase green spaces at 4 apartment complexes. Despite those efforts, a 2018 study found tree coverage is on the decline, at a rate of about 175 acres per year in the US. That's a loss of about 36 million trees per year, with Oklahoma, DC, Rhode Island, Oregon, and Georgia seeing the greatest declines. And that decline isn't equal.
Today across America, affluent communities simply have more trees than lower income communities and neighborhoods of color. And that's as a result of a lack of investment. It's also stemming from racist policies like redlining that have created that lack of tree equity, which also results in the lack of benefits for those neighborhoods because of those trees.
The Arbor Day Foundation helps plant trees in neighborhoods that don't have a lot of green spaces. The group actively works with communities, asking neighbors to help with planting and teaching people about the benefits of trees. In Atlanta, the John Lewis Flowering Forest is a multi-year project with a goal of making the city more resilient against climate change.
Trees are an important part of resilience, helping to foster ecosystems, support biodiversity in our communities, helping to create cooler, safer communities by reducing urban heat islands. Trees are an important part of a city's climate readiness, and this is one of those projects which helps to create a thriving, vibrant activity space for the community. It's also a place that absorbs and helps to slow and capture stormwater and stormwater runoff. It helps to shade homes and neighbors in the community.
In addition to the climate benefits, there are economic benefits as well. Workers at offices with a tree canopy nearby report less absenteeism and more productivity. And homes landscaped with trees are valued at 5 to 15% more than homes without. And strategically placed trees can shade homes on hot summer days, block cold winter winds, and save on energy costs. Organizers of the tree planting projects say they want communities to see the work as helping themselves now and leaving a legacy.
One of the things we find as we work with communities in neighborhoods to plant trees is they know they're leaving a legacy. As they're planting those trees, it's for them and for their kids and for future generations. It really is about planting something today that generations from now will benefit from.
Protecting the planet for future generations. A move that John Lewis, the namesake of this garden, would have definitely supported.
What I know to be true today: clean air, clean water, a right and not a privilege. Each and every one of us must cherish this planet, for it is likely the only home we will ever know.